Alright, here we go. Hopefully the wind isn't making too much noise. And this will go okay. I'm going to play the 5th mission. The Feathered Serpent.
Space. The final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise.
Now,
its mission.
Before I start, I made a change in the DOS box configuration file. CPU cycles was on auto, and I went and I changed it to max, and so it's running a lot better now. And so I'm going to go ahead and play that first battle so you can see the difference before I start this next mission.
Demon World.
Turn that back up.
Though the Enterprise's primary mission is peaceful exploration, the galaxy holds many surprises. To be prepared, we are conducting a mock battle with the USS Republic.
Captain Patterson reports the Republic is in position and ready to begin, Captain.
The Republic is arming weapons and raising shields. I suggest we do the same, Captain.
So,
Raising shields. Arming weapons.
so were they okay? So you'll see that this space combat is much smoother now than it was. Instead of being all choppy. Oh boy, yeah, I've got damage. Okay, that's fine. Let's just go ahead and get the Enterprise blown up. And we'll start the next mission. But yeah, I just wanted to show that I don't know how I missed that in the DOS box configuration when I set it up for this game, but see, the space combat's actually pretty smooth now instead of all choppy. So there's that. So now let's load this mission. Here's where we left off. We looked at this a little bit, and
Orders are to proceed to the Digifal system.
alright, and does Spock have anything to say?
Report, Captain.
Alright, so let's go to navigation, and I think this is the Digifal system, well, hopefully. Otherwise you end up in the neutral zone. Oh wow, yeah, that's a lot smoother.
Captain, a Klingon battle cruiser has entered the system.
Open hailing frequencies. This is Captain James T. Kirk of the USS Enterprise. Klingon battlecruiser, you are in Federation space. You must leave immediately.
I am Commander Taras of Anisva. We are in pursuit of a genocidal criminal. We are performing an act of mercy in removing him from your space. Naturally, you will remove your vessel from this system, for your own safety, of course.
I think we can take care of ourselves, Taraz, which is more than I can say for you, if the Nizra does not leave Federation space at once. You are in direct violation of the Organian Treaty, mister. If you have a problem, have your fleet commander take it up with them. If
I'm going to choose this. I'm going to choose this.
Space, you'd be saying the same thing to me.
Yep.
If we are not allowed to capture this criminal, Captain, you may do this for us. We insist that we remain here to monitor the situation, but we will take no action, provided that you can bring him to us in 12 hours.
Agreed. Vessels of war are not allowed in Federation space. Agreed.
Let's just agree to that, because we don't want to get in a fight with this guy. We're not trying to start a war with the Klingons. We're trying to avoid a war with the Klingons, because it's Star Trek, not Star Wars, so here we go. I'll check that out.
Orders are to proceed to the Digifal system.
Isn't that where we're at?
Entering standard orbit.
Spock have anything to
I
say?
have pinpointed the source of the energy trail from Quakur.
Alright, so let's go to the computer. Is that how it was spelled?
Topic not available.
Oh, come on. How do we spell this thing?
I have pinpointed the source of the energy trail from Quakur.
H-R-A-K-K-O-U-R. Alright.
Krakur 4, a world in Klingon space, which has belonged to the Empire for at least 4 generations, governed by the Kenka family. The population of Krakur is not known.
Kinka?
Kenka Blight, a member of the Kenka family, an old Klingonese family of noble origins, the governing family of Krakur. Blight is the first Kenka to reach flag rank, and as such, has been posted back away from the frontier. Blight has 2 sons in the service, but nothing is known of his wife or other children. He is believed to be the current commander of the Klurta, and one of the most respected commanders in the Klingon fleet. He is said to be an avid fencer.
Alright, is there anything else we need to check out? I don't think so. So let's go ahead and go to the transporter room.
Assemble a landing party. Unless we find this so-called criminal, we're going to war.
And of course it's voice acted by all the original actors, so that's pretty cool. What do we have
There
here?
is a tall, slender, dark-haired man looking intently at you.
Anything else to see?
You see dense vegetation in all directions.
Alright.
Luminescent insects swarm near a large tree.
Alright. So let's talk to this guy, I guess. Let's talk to Spock first.
The humanoid's adornments appear similar to those worn by leaders of Earth's early 20th century inhabitants of the South American continent.
What
Uh-huh.
do you know about Earth culture? He looks like an ancient Aztec.
Alright, so let's talk to this guy.
Greetings, my children. I can barely imagine that you have come so far.
I am Captain James T. Kirk of the Starship Enterprise. Did you know the Klingons are looking for you? I'm Captain James T. Kirk of the Starship. We're not your children. And I am Captain James T.
Let's
Kirk
go
of
with
the
this
Starship
one.
Enterprise.
The Klingons? Amazing. This is the first time one of my missions has produced results so swiftly.
Listen, mister. Any missions conducted within Klingon space fully jeopardize the peace. Damn right the results were swift. The Klingons have been raiding colonies looking for you. Listen, mister. Any missions Damn right the results were swift. The Klingons have been... Listen, mister. Any missions conducted within Klingon... Damn right the results were
Let's
swift.
go with this
The
one.
Klingons have been raiding colonies looking for you.
No, you must be lying. They could not be raiding if they are looking for me. Violence was not the message of any of my missions. I, Quetzalcoatl, preach universal brotherhood and peace.
Quetzalcoatl? How fitting you would name yourself after one of the most bloody-handed gods in Earth's history.
Right?
Bloody-handed? My people love peace.
Your followers regularly sacrificed other believers to you after you left, offering you their still-beating hearts.
What's the next choice?
Ha! You mean your followers loved pieces. They slaughtered your followers
Let's go with
regularly
that one.
sacrificed other believers to you after you left, offering you their still-beating hearts.
I'll tell you what, this game sure does have the feel of the old original series Star Trek episodes.
Impossible. You must be lying.
And then your followers were destroyed, because when white men arrived on that continent, they were believed to be you in your promised return. Your people perverted your teachings, then were destroyed by it.
Foul, lying creatures, my gift was wasted upon you. Be gone.
Uh-oh. Now we're being transported. Alright.
We are not the inheritors of the noble Aztec world. What you have said has greatly disturbed me. You should not lie so. You shall remain here until you have learned the error of angering Quetzalcoatl.
Alright, see if Spock has any advice.
Those vines would be useful to escape, if we could reach them.
Do I look like Houdini to you? I'm afraid you're going to have to pull the rabbit out of the hat on this one.
Alright, so, let's, check things out here with Spock. Check this out
This
first.
vine is not likely to support our weight by itself, Captain. You would have to find some way to reinforce it. Nothing to report, Captain.
Huh. What we got over here?
I'm picking up residual energy readings from the area where the alien's projection was.
Okay. Here's this little snake down here.
It looks like a Xanthorian pit snake, a rather common species in this region, noted by galactic herpetologists for their quickness. It is not venomous or dangerous to humans.
Huh. Let's see if we can get that thing. Nope, it's too fast and goes into that hole. So let's look around. What do we got here?
There are rocks here quite suitable for picking up
Aha.
and
Let's see if we can, so what happens here is, try to grab this vine.
carrying. The vine is not within reach.
Okay.
The vine is attached to a tree above you.
Let's see if we can use the vine.
The vine will not support you.
Alright. So let's, now there are some rocks down here.
You pick up some rocks from the pile.
Nice, I've got rocks now. So we can use these rocks. Boy, I tell you what, I was stuck at this part for a long time. A few days ago, I didn't notice these rocks, and I was just stuck. Throw the rocket vine.
Fascinating. It did appear to knock the vine down near to the point where one of us can reach it.
Didn't they have baseball on Vulcan? Show us your fastball, Jim.
Baseball? No one plays that anymore. Good try, though, sir.
Let's do that again. All right.
The probability of getting the vine on the second try was only 36.53%. Well done, Captain.
Probability? That was a perfect pitch if I ever saw one.
All right. We're on our way.
No. Now we want to... Now you saw the snake. The snake's too fast for us to grab, and it goes into that hole. So let's see if we can cover the hole with a rock. Let's get the snake. Got the snake. Now I think we can crawl out of here. Yep. Nice. So I got out of here. Woohoo.
There's nothing at the moment for me to do there.
Oh, wait. So, can we walk out of here now? How do I get out of here? There we go. What the heck? Look around.
You are in a densely vegetated area. The overgrowth blocks your view in all directions.
So I'm going to probably say that here
You are in a
too.
densely vegetated...
Yep. All right, go back to... Let's get out of here. I should have saved the
I am
game.
Tolokzak, priest of Quetzalcoatl. Only one who knows his ways may approach his holy ground.
Alright. Okay, let's save the game.
Save new game.
Yep. And feather, just FEA2. Look.
Towering over your security officer, holding a great spear in his huge hand, the great warrior Taloxac will let no one pass him.
Uh-huh. What's this stuff?
Primitive lights illuminate this savage scene.
Uh-huh.
You look but see nothing of note.
Alright. And I'm pretty sure.
Indeed, you know the ways of Quetzalcoatl, but only a man of courage, one who will shed blood, will pass.
Huh.
There is nothing at the moment for me to do there. There is nothing at the moment for me to do there.
Well, what do we got to do to...
Well, does anyone have any suggestions? Great Taloxac, I do not understand. Quetzalcoatl says his is the way of peace, yet you wish blood to be shed. It is urgent that we speak to Quetzalcoatl. His life may well. Does anyone? Great Taloxac.
Let's see. Let's do with choice number 2
Quetzalcoatl
here.
says,
Nonetheless, that is what must be done. Only men of courage are allowed into his presence.
Huh.
Still inoperative, Captain.
What if we throw a rock at him? Did that do anything for us? Nice!
Taloxac falls to the ground unconscious.
Except for
Drop the knife, Jim.
Alright, let's get the knife. I don't think that's what we were supposed to do, but...
You pick up the beautifully crafted knife.
But oh well. At least it gets us to the next screen. Actually. What the hell? Let's go. Can we go back? Well, he's not even here now. Okay. Now what do we got?
Below this rock is a large growth of mushrooms.
Interesting.
You are in a dark forest. You can hear the flow of water to the northwest.
So that's probably where we want to go.
You are in a dark forest. You can hear the flow of water to the northwest.
Let's see if we can pick up some of these mushrooms.
You fail to obtain anything. You fail to obtain anything.
Alright, so, nope. Alright, I think we go over here. It looks like the obvious way anyway, right? Alright. What the heck is this?
A pair of eyes are all that you can see of the rest of this creature. Most of it is hidden beneath the murky water.
Use Spock's tricorder.
The tricorder registers a life form, a large marine creature lurking just below the surface of the water.
Mm-hmm.
It appears that the leaves are slightly toxic. I would not recommend touching it for an extended amount of time, Captain.
Huh. Alright. Use the knife. Get some of these leaves. And then use the leaves
It would appear that the plant secretes a chemical that is a natural repellent to the creature. It has retreated far downstream, Captain.
There we go. So at least we didn't have to attack that thing. Just, okay, yeah, walk across the log. That makes sense. So why do we need to get rid of the creature? Now what?
It is a large cluster of crystals. They appear to be ordinary rocks. Spock's tricorder might say otherwise.
Good idea. Oh no, we don't want to look though. We want to use.
This appears to be a formation of raw dilithium crystals.
Ooh, raw dilithium crystals.
Fascinating. These rocks are limestone, but contain an unusually high content of heavy metals. There are dilithium crystals here, but in a very raw form.
Let's get those crystals.
You have one dilithium crystal in raw form.
Alrighty. Keep going. Alright, we're back here.
Watched as you worked through the problems I set in your path. You are a valiant, intelligent species.
What?
Please sit down. We have much to discuss.
Okay, so now we're back with this guy. Quasicodal.
I've had it up to here, with so-called superior beings terrorizing my crew because we're so primitive. Maybe you should see how primitive you are before you go around testing others.
Alright, what about choice number 2?
One thing first. If you're so peaceful, how come the Aztecs were so violent and aggressive? Yes, I guess we do. Go on.
I'm going with choice 2 on this one.
If you're so peaceful, how come the Aztecs...
I tried to teach them the concept of self-sacrifice. It would appear they did not completely understand my teachings. You are clearly not the liars I thought you to be. Were you telling me the truth about my disciples? That they became ruthless savages?
The Federation is not in the business of lying, mister.
That doesn't sound, that sounds a little snarky for Kirk.
Absolutely. Your best intentions were changed by the imperfect humans that you left in charge after you departed. Such is the way of our race, I'm afraid. You messed up in a big way. Perhaps you should try following the Prime Directive. It changed our lives. The Federation is absolute. Your best intentions were changed.
That seems like the best response here.
After you departed. Such is the way of our race, I'm afraid.
I sense truth in this. Perhaps this is what happened to my children on the Klingon world of Rakur, which would explain why they are searching for me. I have clearly abused the power that was given me long ago.
You show great wisdom, sir, but your statement implies that you wish to change your condition.
Indeed. If my mission of peace was overthrown, then I am no longer worthy of my power. Tell me, has your species made progress in the medical arts?
We're a technologically advanced starfaring race. What do you think? That we wouldn't have made progress in medicine? With Dr. McCoy, I sometimes wonder, but yes, I would say we have made considerable advances. Yes, why do you ask?
Let's go with that one.
At the top of my spine is a gland not found in your species. This is the seat of my power. I wish you to remove it, thereby making me immortal.
Jim, I'll try, but the physiology is completely alien.
You've got to do it, Bones. If the Klingons realize he's no longer a threat to them, perhaps we can avoid a war.
Alright.
Scotty 5 to beam up.
Okay, so I don't have to use the communicator. It just beams us up automatically. Cool. Oh boy.
Captain, 3 Klingon heavy battle cruisers have just entered the system. Admiral Kenka is hailing us, sir.
Federation starship, this is Admiral Blick Kinka of the Clearta. You harbor a criminal who has caused the destruction of the entire population of Rakkor. We are not prepared to negotiate. You will proceed to Rakor, where a court of Cleon justice will be convened. If you refuse, we shall destroy you.
Admiral Vlicht, the criminal of whom you speak is in the middle of a very delicate medical procedure. He cannot be handed over to anyone at this time. I cannot believe Quetzalcoatl's mission to Rakor was since when do Klingons give orders to Federation officers? Admiral Vlicht,
Let's go with this
the
one.
criminal of whom you speak is...
His attempt to corrupt the Empire with his philosophy led to the destruction of all life on Rakor.
How could a philosophy of peace and non-violence cause the destruction of all life on Rakor?
Rakor has been governed by my family for generations, but even they were corrupted by him. It was a matter of honor that his lies had to be silenced, no matter what the cost.
My God, you killed your own people just because they acquired a philosophy that you disagreed with?
What's okay?
So you killed them, your own family. You were responsible for their deaths, not Quetzalcoatl.
That's a little bit too forward.
You murdered them. You're insane. Tell me, how much do your commanders know about what you did? Or do you need to kill Quetzalcoatl to hide your own deeds? My God, you killed your own people just because they acquired
Let's go with that
philosophy that you disagreed.
It was that creature's fault. Had he not interfered in our affairs, the people of Rakor would be alive. Clearly, he is responsible.
Message from Starfleet Command.
I'll argue this with you later, Vlicht.
Contact your superiors, Kirk. You may be surprised.
I have bad news, Captain. The Organians have ruled that Quetzalcoatl's interference in Klingon affairs renders him subject to Klingon law. You are to turn your prisoner over to them at Rakor. Klingon law will permit you to observe or aid in his defense. But be very careful, Jim. Starfleet out.
Captain, you cannot turn him over to those butchers. That would be murder.
We have no choice, Scotty. I'm afraid Quetzalcoatl has a date with Klingon justice. Set course for Rakor, Mr. Chekhov.
Okay, we're going to go to Rakor automatically. Okay.
Captain's log. We have come to the ruined Klingon planet of Rakor to deliver our guest, the mythical entity Quetzalcoatl, to a Klingon court. Dr. McCoy, Mr. Spock, and Ensign Benny and I have been granted permission by the Organians to witness this trial, which I expect to be a travesty of any meaningful definition of justice. Spock, come with me. Mr. Scott, you have the con.
Oh boy, they're going to do this automatically? Come on, give me a chance to save the game.
The prisoner and his witnesses will stand forth, so the trial may begin.
All right. Whoops. Save.
Save new game. Too many games saved. Replace or delete a previous game. Save new game. Replace previous game.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to have to start deleting stuff. Alright, so it only accepts so many. So let's look around here.
This is the famous seal of the Klingon Empire.
Yeah.
Admiral Vlicht, commander of the Klingon flagship Clerta. A Klingon guard. A big Klingon guard. A big Klingon guard with his disruptor ready to fire on anyone who gives him trouble.
Well, let's see if Spock has any advice.
Captain, I estimate the odds of this court acquitting Quetzalcoatl at 0.086%.
Well, that's mighty fine there, Spock.
I've got nothing to say to you, Jim.
Awaiting your orders, sir.
Alright, so I guess we talk to this guy?
You will not speak unless the court request it, Kirk.
Well, what are we supposed to do?
So, Kirk, we finally meet. I had thought it would be in battle, but the universe holds many surprises.
There's nothing less appealing than a gloating Klingon, Vlicht. Let's get this trial underway. Stick around, Vlicht. Why does every Klingon tell me they expected to meet me in battle? You really have a one-track mind. There's nothing less appealing than a gloating Klingon, Vlicht. Let's get this trial underway.
Alright, let's go with that one, I guess.
So be it! This begins the trial of the entity Quetzalcoatl, who is charged with impersonating a Klingon, stirring dissent, encouraging cowardice, and treason in the highest degree.
Those are serious charges, Flicht. Should he not be tried by a Klingon High Court?
He has not demonstrated honor, Kirk. Only a proven warrior may be tried in High Court. Principles of honor are not applicable to his defense.
I'm a warrior, Flicht. I hereby intervene for him and demand the honors and responsibilities of a warrior's trial.
Oh boy.
Then this trial is a mockery for the entire galaxy to see. Oh, well, I'm afraid you're on your own, Quetzalcoatl. I'm a warrior, Flicht. I hereby intervene for him and demand the honors and responsibilities of a warrior's trial.
Let's try that one.
A Federation officer claiming the rights of a Klingon warrior. How dare you insult me, Kirk?
I faced Klingons both in personal and ship-to-ship combat. Your own records will confirm this. If I'm not worthy of their honors, why didn't they kill me?
That oversight, Kirk, is easily rectified. You and your 3 companions may face the test that we set for the Defender. Then we shall see if you are as worthy as a Klingon.
Uh-oh.
I want your word of honor, Flicht, that Quetzalcoatl will not be harmed while we take these tests.
Very well. You have my word. Captain Calarax, transport them to the test of life.
Oh boy, here we go. Now what the heck?
What is this place? Not much is known about Rakur, Ensign. This would appear to be some sort of a mining installation. That creature might be a native life form.
A test of courage? That is the Klingon way.
I somehow doubt that Flicht intends for us to survive this, whatever the outcome. We're the only thing that stands between him and the killing of Quetzalcoatl that he can justify.
Why should he worry about justification, Captain? He's a Klingon. Murder is as natural to them as breathing.
That's not true, Ensign. However, I suspect that Flicht's attack on Rakur exceeded his orders. He needs Quetzalcoatl as a scapegoat, and he needs a fair trial to avoid an inquiry of his own actions.
And our deaths will be the only way he can get it. Great.
Alright, so let's see what we got here. Tricorder readings. First this thing.
This creature is composed of electrical fields. I would not recommend approaching it. A metal projectile might disrupt its fields and render it harmless.
Huh. What's this?
This rock has a high iron content.
Oh, so the rock's conductive. What do we got here?
These wooden rods are support beams that were not placed.
Uh-huh. Can I,
An entry coder for the door, keyed to a number sequence. The tricorder is unable to determine the code, but can scan the mechanism.
Alright, so let's deal with this creature first. And use it on the rock. The phase melts some of this iron here, because the rock has an iron
Remove
content.
some of the rock.
Now we're going to get the wooden pole, a wooden pole, and use the wooden pole in the molten iron.
You coat the rod with molten iron. It hardens quickly.
Nice. And then we use the molten iron on the creature. Sweet!
As I suspected, Captain, the creature is in stasis. It should awaken in 3.48 days.
All right.
I bet it'll be mad.
Now, back to the tricorder.
An entry coder for the door, keyed to a number sequence. The tricorder is unable to determine the code, but can scan the mechanism. An entry coder for the door, keyed to a number sequence. The tricorder is unable to determine the code, but can scan the mechanism.
Huh.
Captain, I have calculated the odds of
Oh
surviving
boy, don't
this
do
at-
that.
Shut up, Spock.
Exactly. Let's try our tricorder here.
Captain, there is a force field between
All right.
us and the planet. We have your position at approximately 30 meters beneath the surface of Rakur, and what appears to be the ruins of an archaeological dig. Keep us informed. We'll help you all we can. We can analyze any data you gather through the main computer.
Uhura, prepare to receive a tricorder message. There is a door with an entry coder here. Try to analyze the circuits and let the main computer crack the code.
Yeah.
Scan complete. Main computer has the code. We also read an anomaly. Something else has tapped into the key code. Shall I analyze?
I want that door open. Affirmative, Uhura. I want that door open. Affirmative, Uhura.
Let's go with that one.
Sir, we have a secondary code that is nested in the Klingon program. Computer's unable to analyze its function. Shall we broadcast it to you when you activate the keypad?
Affirmative. Negative. Transmit the door entry code only. Affirmative. Negative. Transmit the door entry code only. Affirmative.
Good luck, Captain.
Alright, so... Oh. Let's open this door. What the?
What is this place?
This is not Klingon technology, Captain.
Even I can see that, you pointy-eared freak.
Gentlemen, I suggest we start trying to find out what this is. I have a feeling we've come someplace Flick wasn't expecting us to go.
Alright, so, let's save the game again.
Save new game. Replace delete previous game. Cancel. Save new game. Replace previous
Let's go with
game.
that one. I'm gonna have to delete some games. Alright, so let's look. First off.
You look but see nothing of note.
What? Oh, there we go.
Openings on the platform. Place something in these holes. This large gem appears to be a ruby of unusual size. This is obviously artificial. This large gem appears to be an emerald of unusual size. This is obviously artificial. This large gem appears to be a sapphire of unusual size.
Huh.
This is obviously artificial.
Right.
A strange yellow light. You look but see nothing of note.
So that doesn't... Alright, so,
Nothing to report, Captain.
Huh.
Captain, it seems to be some sort of interface device, but I do not know how to activate it.
Alright, what about these things?
Nothing to report, Captain.
Alright, so let's try... I'm gonna do this wrong first, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna need to, load the save or not. Get a yellow crystal and a blue crystal. Now let's put them in the holes and see what happens. It says red. Put the red one here. Put the green one here. Put the blue one there and see does anything happen.
That combination is restricted to higher order functions. Neural interlink required.
Okay. Well, that didn't work. That's okay. Get the green one. Get the other green one. Get this red one. Get this blue one. Let's put all green ones in there and see what happens. Alright, and...
This is the Albi, High Mentalic of Rakur. For defense, use the light of war. For information, use my light. For transportation, use the light of travel. Sequences are keyed by combinations of crystals.
Interesting.
Integrator now active.
Huh.
I suspect, Captain, that the machinery is activated by placing the gems in the...
Use the tricorder.
Captain, it seems to be some sort of interface device.
Okay, so... Let's talk to them. See what happens here.
This is Bialbi, the most advanced life form on this world. Thank you for informing us of the situation. It shall be resolved. Admiral Vlicht, this is the defensive system of Rakur. You have engaged in genocidal activities on this world. Have you anything to say before your sentence is passed?
Kirk! This is your doing!
No, Admiral, it is not. But that will suffice as a final public statement. The sentence is banishment to you and all members of your crew who were involved in this action.
You have no right to try me!
I have as much right as you to conduct trials on this planet. You showed no justice to your victim. The penalty for injustice is death.
Kirk!
Hoist on your own petard, Vlicht. Do you want me to help you?
What's our next
You
choice?
tried to send me to my death. Now you can rot as you get what you deserve. If I have your word that Quetzalcoatl goes free, I'm willing to intervene to save you.
All right, let's go with that one. I mean, we are trying to stay on the Klingons' good sides and prevent a war.
Agreed.
A life for a life is a just bargain, but his crimes are beyond count.
I do not see what can be served by more killing.
Idealism, an advanced concept. Naive, perhaps, but charming in its simplicity. Admiral Vlicht, the entity Quetzalcoatl shall be set free. If you ever return to this sector, the sentence shall be carried out. No Klingon vessel may ever return to this world.
Very well. I agree to your terms.
All right.
As for you, Captain, you may return. I find your social development most pleasing.
I fear that politics will make it impossible. Your planet is in Klingon space, but I don't understand why the Klingons never detected you.
Their archaeological digs did come close, Captain, but I am very elusive. I waited and monitored the situation and chose to reveal myself to you. Now you may go. Heed my warning, Vlicht. I shall not be merciful a second time.
All right, so let's see how we did. I don't think I was supposed to attack that Guardian. I think there was another way around that. But we'll see.
Klingon ship leaving the area.
We will be setting course for Digifal. It's the closest thing to a home that Quetzalcoatl has.
Okay.
It would appear everything worked out for the best.
Except for the people of Rakur, Mr. Spock.
Yeah, a whole planet of Klingons got killed. By Klingons.
We have read your report on the problems
What?
at
I did?
Rakur
Okay, so it
and
was okay that I
evaluated
attacked that guy.
100%. You and your crew received 4 commendation points.
Wow.
A perfect mission, Jim. You are a model for all Starfleet.
All right, so let's see what the next...
That old devil moon.
Ooh, that old devil moon is the next one.
Message from Starfleet, sir.
On screen, Lieutenant.
The Enterprise will proceed to the Alpha Proxima system. While the indigenous race on Proxima 3 has not reached a technological level commensurate with entering the Federation, and therefore under the protection of the Prime Directive of non-interference, we do maintain a discrete monitoring satellite. It has picked up activity from an asteroid in an elliptical orbit. You are to investigate without interfering with life on the planet.
According to the library computer, the Alpha Proxima system has 5 planets and an asteroid belt. A large asteroid is heading towards the inner planets and should pass close by Proxima 3. It passes through the interior of the system once every 200 years. The people of Proxima 3 call it Scythe, the same name as their god of war.
God of War, Mr. Spock? Isn't that a bit surprising from a people whose technology matches 20th century Earth?
Considering the level of warfare during that century, I'm surprised that it is Earth that did not have a god of war. In any case, about a millennium ago, Proxima 3 suffered a globally devastating war.
Blew themselves back to the Stone Age, Mr. Spock?
Late Bronze Age, Ensign. They rebuilt their world in half the time it had taken to get there originally. But the Armageddon was mythologized as a battle between the Soths and Lutherans. In that war, the planet was razed, and all the gods died except Scythe. He had rained fury down upon the world, then went off on a long dance of victory. His return is a time for worldwide soul-searching and atonement.
And Scythe returns and our monitoring station picks up activity.
It would seem that we should proceed to Alpha Proxima and scan Scythe.
All right, so... I'm gonna save this. Give me a couple of seconds. I'll be right back. I'm going to have to consult the manual on where I'm supposed to go, but
Save new game. Replace, delete previous game.
yes. Yep.
Save new game. Replace, delete previous game.
Yeah, I'll delete that one too.
Save new game.
Yep. Call this Moon. Computer. Scythe.
Scythe. A large asteroid in an elliptical orbit in the Alpha Proxima system. Spectral analysis of its composition indicates that it has minimal atmosphere and that it was once a moon of the planet Proxtra, hurled out of its orbit by a catastrophe. The 17th letter of the Lucre alphabet is named Scythe, probably not by coincidence.
Alright, let's, Proxima?
Alpha Proxima. Star system with 5 planets. Alpha Proxima 3, Proxtra, and Alpha Proxima Thar, Gazel are both inhabited worlds.
Alright, so, what's the name of this place we're going to?
Our orders are to proceed to
Alpha
Proxima.
Proxima. Okay, so, I'm going to have to check the manual on the map of where Alpha Proxima is, so let's get out of here and do that.
Yes, quit the game.
And it's on the desktop. We're looking for, where is Alpha Proxima? So, Alpha Proxima, number 12. Okay, so that's right there. Got it. Alright, so, load her back up. Yeah.
Demon World.
Though the Enterprise's primary...
Captain Patterson reports the
Republic.
So let's load Moon. And navigation. And let's go over there. I'm just going to go ahead and preview this one. We'll go, I'll figure it out, and it'll be my next, live stream. I got to catch up on those Tomb Raiders, too. I got to play the last mission of Tomb Raider Legend, and then, or the last level, and then go back and catch up on some artifacts on the previous level. But let's see what we got here. I have no idea what's going to happen. Let's see if Spock has any advice.
We are out of sensor range, Captain. I suggest we orbit the asteroid.
All right, let's orbit. Orbit.
Entering standard orbit.
But it sure runs a lot smoother since I tweaked those DOSBox settings. Now let's talk to
A
Spock.
sensor scan of Scythe reveals surface features consistent with damage left by a nuclear attack. It would seem to have been a target during Proxima's war.
Scythe rained fury down on the planet and then left on a dance of victory. A missile base, Captain?
It would seem to make sense.
Captain, I just monitored a narrow beam message from Site to Proxima 3. I don't have it all. I just caught a bit of the initial burst. I'm attempting a translation, but it appears to be a computer code.
Any response from the planet?
The Proxtrites will not have the equipment necessary to understand and reply to that code for another 25.6 years at their present rate of development.
Huh.
Still translating, Captain.
So...
Still translating, Captain.
That is that a bug? Because that's Uhura.
Still translating, Captain.
But Spock's voice. Oops. Alright, so, I guess that we, form a landing party. Beam down there?
Spock, come with me. Mr. Scott, you have the car.
Alright.
Captain, Mr. Scott wishes to speak with you.
Mr. Scott?
Hi, we've had some slight problems with the transporter.
We didn't notice anything beaming down.
Just a glitch in the main transporter program. Mr. Kyle is loading a backup and we're performing tests. The transporters will be down for about an hour.
That will still give us plenty of time, Scotty.
I know. I have the lads in engineering doing a complete overhaul of the ship's systems.
Good, Mr. Scott. I'll keep you posted. Kirk out.
What the heck? There's a big door.
This looks like a heavy-duty security door built into the side of a hill on this moon.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
There are many rocks here.
Well, let's see what Spock's tricorder has to say.
As expected, Captain, the source of power emanations lies beyond that door.
A power source that has lasted millennia and endured major catastrophes. That's fascinating, Mr. Spock.
Do you have Vulcan blood, Ensign?
No, sir.
Huh. Well, can we open it?
Captain, I'm afraid we got a wee problem.
Uh-oh.
What is it, Scotty?
There is some sort of virus in the main computer. Our phasers and tractor beams have been disabled, and there's no way we're getting them back in 3 hours.
There goes our backup plan. Do what you can, Mr. Scott.
Aye, I will, Captain. I may yet have a trick or two that I can pull, but don't count on any miracles.
What the heck?
That virus. That's your #1 priority.
That it is, Captain. We'll keep you informed. Scott out.
Well, interesting.
Working display panel, Captain. There is power running to the keypad.
It looks like some sort of display panel.
Well, let's see if Spock can work the keypad. What code? How are we supposed to find the code? Never mind.
That did not seem to work, Captain. Perhaps we should try a number that had some significance to them. Remember, they were very superstitious.
Oh, let's explore. Like I said, I haven't played this mission yet. I'm surprised I got 100 on the last mission. I didn't think we were supposed to attack that Guardian. I thought there was a better way around him. But is there any place else to see around here? Can we go this way? No? No? What about this way? No? Well, I'm going to try I'm going to try Lucky 13, right? And if that don't work, which I don't expect it to,
That did not seem to work, Captain. Perhaps we should try a number that had some significance to them. Remember, they were very superstitious.
So, the next time I live stream, we'll play this and we'll consult the computer, and hopefully we can find some clues in the computer before we ever come down here. And I hope it won't take too long for me to figure it out. But it's almost been an hour, and this is the beginning of the mission I'll play next time, and I'm totally lost right now. So, thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and I like this game. That last mission sure felt like an old Star Trek, the original series mission. And I'll try to catch up on that the Tomb Raider Legend videos also. I've been kind of slow going here. So, let's get out of here. So I'm gonna have to
Yes, quit the game.
I'm gonna have to consult the ship's computer before I come here, it would appear. And where are we at? Alpha Proxima. Alpha Proxima. So, thanks for watching. See you next time.